Yeah, it's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through
Imagine
my mind.
right now where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at your
Virginia.
ID. Are you the mayor?
Because, like, even, like, out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no, I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big Ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from Big Ugly, West Virginia.
Oh boy!
Get
in there!
Oh!
Because
Like a couple months after about that thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why?
Let me see. Let me go
Who
look
was
at
the
these.
dude that? Cause you know you gotta wake up one day,
They just go,
20 years
"Oh,
later.
That mouth changed everything.
And I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I Have a Dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get
inspired
better.
Y'all know I was his teacher.
Yeah.
And I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply
The
yourself.
C was- oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teaching.
It's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave to this kid named Albert Einstein.
Oh, no, surely that can't be the same one.
Dude, imagine Stephen King in a creative writing class. Like, C-, sir. Your adjectives, I don't know what you're doing. A dog with rabies, what's up?
In Tupac in math class, the teacher just comes up, Tupac, what I tell you about writing raps in class?
You're not gonna make it with this. You need these numbers. Get some bucks in you. And then 4 years later, you gotta dance around to slip up. You want the club banging it.
You know I taught Sue Tupac.
Oh, dude, I would never sleep.
I'd be shaking.
The PS5 in a year has outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales.
Y'all leave the Wii U alone. Try his best.
Hey, consumers did.
Accurate.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
Going for.
Early
Yes, it is.
adopter.
Exactly what we're going for.
Oh, dude, I will never forget that woman with all them Wii U's in the back of her car, thinking she was gonna flip them boys.
Oh, someone tried to do that near you guys?
No, it's a viral picture.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll look it up.
I think I've seen this.
It's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got. Well, actually.
Yep, all I had to look up was Wii U woman.
Wii U woman. Oh, this is gonna be
Get
good.
some. Get some, y'all.
Let's see, Wii U woman.
No, I already got it on for you.
Oh, okay.
Where's it going?
So he posted it in chat.
Oh, okay. I can look at it, yeah.
Oh no.
Scalper beautifully boned.
Oh, and those are like even. Ooh. There's probably like 2 per box in the boxes behind her too. Yikes.
That boy's in a back seat and everything.
Yeah, you can see him on the console. Dude, this is at least 10?
She's like, this is my retirement.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna flip these for double, because remember, the Wii was having supply issues, so this is the next console of the Wii, so why wouldn't I do it?
She didn't find it odd that she can buy in 15 of them?
Day one in the store.
Yeah, I was, because of like what the day I went through trying to get a Wii when it first came out, where I lucked the fuck out. By someone's generosity, which, where's that in this world? Where I was just so concerned about getting a Wii U day one, where I just walked into GameStop. I'm like, "Do you guys go Wii U's?" Yeah. Oh. Okay.
And no waste there, bruh.
Yep.
Remember at my GameStop, they had a tower of them built just for people to grab and go.
Yeah,
You
why?
ain't even gotta pay, Pimpin'. Just go ahead and take it.
Because they thought it was gonna be another Wii situation where they were just gonna fly off the shelf. They probably overstocked and everything.
Oh yeah, GameStop for real had that problem.
Please take these. We need to put we have another display that we need to put here.
$100 off, please, anybody.
Can I get this keychain? Absolutely. And here's
Scott.
your complimentary Wii U.
I'm good.
Wii U featuring the upcoming great title, Zombie U. Remember that one? That was one of their big
They
hype
ported it.
titles.
They ported
Yeah, they
it to like
ported it.
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation 4. It was on PlayStation Plus.
I played it at a con. That was a fun game.
It was decent. I got it because it was a
I
launch game.
will just never forget that trailer. Everybody's just like, end? What? Nobody
I
cares.
remember Mike hyping that bullshit up. Oh, I remember. It's so innovative where you're just like, a zombie's coming and you gotta look down and go, shit, and try to get your thing, as opposed to pause, find item. Oh, I remember you hyping that bullshit
Yeah.
up. Oh,
Oh wow, yeah. I'm having flashbacks to that now too.
oh man.
It's a lot better in the Zelda games that came out for Wii U. Having the menu management there.
I minored in history with a focus on the development of Western European socialism. Not socialism,
Every word of that
fascism.
was just clear to me. I
So-
mean, every single syllable was just like,
I'm
ugh.
quick north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through my
Imagine
mind.
right now where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at
Virginia.
your ID. Are you the mayor?
Because like even like out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no, I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from big ugly West Virginia.
It's
Nintendo
debatable.
absolutely knows about the internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why?
Let me see. Let me go
Who
look
was
at
the
these
dude
first.
that? Because you know you gotta wake up one day
And just go,
20 years
"Oh,
later.
That mom changed everything.
I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I have a dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 327. Triton, you have been gone a while.
A very wild.
It has been at 6 for a couple months now. And Ralph, just because he's always here when he's not on PalWorld. Jesus Christ, man. The grind has been strong. So
I love the fucking disassembly line badly.
So
my fucking PAL box was way too full
So
of trash. And I didn't want to sell them for cash. We have other cash options.
So I transferred the save that we have for PalWorld that was just like a local save into a server that I have running locally on my computer. But that as long as I leave it on, Ralph can access it anytime. The thing is, though, is I can see when Ralph logs in and logs off. And there was a point, it was Friday. Yeah, it was after we streamed Chained Together. We signed on to PalWorld for a bit. And it was like, I stayed up till about like 1:32 a.m. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm gone. So I log off. Leave the server on, go to sleep, wake up at like 9:30 or something. I walk back up to my computer. Requiem logged off at 5:30. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
I can't tell you
I
how
got
many
in the
times
zone.
I'll be sitting there playing something, and then I'll see that PalWorld, the server, and Ralph playing.
Mm-hmm. And then I went to a little like small local tournament thing. Before I walk out the door, at like 11:45, I look at my computer again. Requiem logged in at 11:25. I'm like, you got 4 hours of sleep, bro.
Man can enjoy his game. Public shaming, that's what we doing?
Yep.
Yes, but also to
You'd be
be
doing
fair,
the same if
fair,
you were.
I would absolutely. Yeah,
Not,
there's
no,
shame
not
in the
you,
game.
DA, in terms of things that involve grinding.
Well, I would be the grinder.
Yes.
Exactly. No, but here's the thing is that
If you look and you saw my face, I understood what I said.
But like I just got lost in the sauce that night. Like I was in the middle of something. And I'm like, I want this done before I go to bed. And
Yeah, the mindset of
Yeah.
I just need to finish this, and then that leads to something else. You're like, okay, so now I can just do this real quick, and that leads to something else. And that grind, I understand the grind mindset like that.
yeah,
I am not shaming you
it's-
at all. I dig it.
It's just I was in the zone. For
I'm a
it.
step below
But
that.
Here's the thing. The thing is that I had the next morning. I had my cat's vet visit, so I went to bed at 5:30. And then I had to be up at 9 to give him his meds, and then the appointment was at 10.
Oh, so
and
you got
then
even less
came-
sleep.
Yes, so I came back. I came back after the vet, and I'm like, I'm not. It's noon. I have to go out to meet a friend in an hour. I'm just gonna log in and play for an hour. I go to the
And
thing.
just get a quick hour in. Just a quick
Yeah.
hour.
Well, no. Here's the thing: is you have to manage your resources if you want to have resources. So I go in and I'm managing the resources.
You're losing me, homie.
Yeah. Yeah. I get the resource management shit done. I leave and go to the thing. I go shopping a little bit. I come home like I can't nap now, but I'm too tired to do anything stressful. What am I gonna do for the rest of the night? I'm logging in the tower.
Boy.
Couldn't be me.
Hey,
Like, I've been doing that, kind of, not to that extent of staying up that late, but I've been staying up late for Pokemon right now.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's all of us grinders, completionists, we all have our thing. BG's,
Couldn't be me.
BG's whatever his is. He's got
you
one.
in the lab and
Nothing.
fighting games, homie. Don't lie.
Yeah, but that's to compete. I'm not grinding just
But
to grind and
Ours
accomplish.
is to complete. To complete.
Not to compete.
To complete.
I wish I don't have an air horn sound effect
Whatever.
handy. Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, no. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to have a real conversation, and I get complete. Like the conversation is over.
It's your brother. You know how this plays.
There we go.
Yeah, you know what? Meme's right. You're grinding skill. We're grinding the game. It's this is how it plays.
There you
When
go.
I play an RPG, I'll bang my head against that boss a good 10 times until I go, maybe I'll gain like 2 levels and try again. I'm not grinding.
That's the weak
Well,
mentality.
in most
You're-
modern
you're a
RPGs,
quitter.
you don't even have to do that anymore.
Don't
Yeah,
care.
true.
I'm not grinding.
But it goes to show that BG's weak, which we knew.
That's weakness. That I'd rather the challenge than just go, all right, let me get 7 more levels and come back.
Yeah, you're the one who. Man, I gotta be at the level or above the level to do this. Nah, son.
No, that's the actual opposite of what I just said. I'll fight and bang. If the recommended level is 18 and I'm 15, I'll fight at that 15 just on like 10, 15 times until I go, all right, let me try 17. I have no interest in going to level 20 to beat that boss. Zero interest.
Okay.
See, that's the
All right.
beauty of doing every single side quest possible before a boss. You're already over leveled.
Shut the up. You
Touch everything.
I'm telling y'all, anybody, please watch our AI Somnium playthroughs. He is the grossest man I have ever
Hey, we
met.
wouldn't have had that. We wouldn't have found that D's nuts joke if it weren't for me.
I
We
don't
wouldn't
care.
have found it.
He has to click everything. He has to go through every option. I'm like, this is clearly not a thing. Yeah, well, click,
What
click,
if,
click,
though?
click.
Yeah, what if? And there a couple of times where there was, and it was
Okay,
great.
a couple of times in the 500 things you clicked.
Sure.
I get you, Mike. I'm
Thank
right there
you.
with you.
Thank you. All right.
Dude, there's super cool story stuff going on. We're ready to go. He's like, all right, let me just go around and make sure that let's go. It's awesome stuff. No, wait, hold on.
But there
Maybe
could
this
be
bidet has
more
something going
awesome
on.
stuff that you're ignoring.
Nah. Y'all should have saw me playing like a dragon. It was
Thank you, Triton.
disgusting.
As soon as I play that game, guess who's doing every fucking side quest before story missions?
Right here.
This
Right
guy.
here. That's what's up.
I go through story, and then like 3 years later, I'll do my completionist round.
Gross!
Get in that mahjong.
3 years?
Get in that mahjong.
If even that. It might
Figure
be
it out.
5-10 years.
No.
Legitimately.
Mm-mm.
I have never beaten the main optional boss of Legend of Dragoon. Never. I will one day.
For
have
shame.
never done it.
For
Because
shame.
Mike, your mindset is I'm never gonna come back to this game. So I'm gonna do everything I possibly can right now.
Mhm.
My mindset is I want to see what's going on. I want to enjoy the experience. And then if I enjoy this game enough, I'm going to come back and do everything, do all the stuff I missed.
See, that's the thing. That's a part of my enjoyment of the experience. If I weren't enjoying the experience, I would stop playing the game.
I can't say that. And that's part of it. Even if I'm not enjoying the game, if I'm getting through it, my style, I can still get through it. And at the end, maybe I will enjoy the game. But if I'm just like not enjoying it and then I go, oh my God, I have to do 7 side quests over there, I'm going to drop that bitch.
I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I think the mentality that I have and how I approach games is probably why I'm not a big fan of roguelikes. Because it's random, and you can, and it's
Slay
just...
the Spire is taking my soul.
I have friends that are huge Slay the Spire fans. I know. I have known about that game
consuming me.
for like half a decade.
Yeah, boy. It's not so much I'm making more work for my self-tracking because I still do side quests if I find them interesting enough or I like the character I'm going to. It's more so that if I'm already at the place with the boss, I'd rather not go back and spend 2 hours getting to a level where I can easily beat the boss. I'd rather spend 30, 40 minutes just trying to beat the boss now.
That's why you never go there until you do everything else. That's the answer.
Nah.
That is the answer.
Nah.
Anyways, your weekly reminder. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian Hate. Get your vaccines and boosters. Wear your masks in crowded indoor places. Support Ukraine. Support LGBTQ rights. Support body autonomy. Pay your employees what they are worth. Fuck genocide and be good one another. So there's obviously one big thing that we need to talk about this week. And that's that
Captain
Shrek 5
America.
has been officially announced, baby. Let's get
already
in
did
there.
it.
Let's fucking
I already
go.
did it, Mike.
Two sides of the same joke. Neither funny.
It's true though.
So, yeah, that's
Mike
happening.
couldn't have telephoned that one coming if he tried.
July 2026. Can hit that backspace.
I have
Okay.
never
Who asked
seen-
for this?
I haven't seen a Shrek since Shrek 2. I missed
I think
3,
I saw
4.
3. I don't
saw
remember
some
4.
3.
Nope.
It was on a Greyhound bus.
3
I've only
was
seen
with
Shreks 1 and
Justin
2.
was with J Timms, right? Is the prince Justin Timberlake?
You don't know his
I know.
name?
Yeah, I know who you
That's
mean,
gonna
but
ruin the
who?
tour.
who? Like, I don't know what's going on there. Then again, I've never seen any Toy Story besides Toy Story 1.
Wow.
I've
2
seen
and-
up to 3.
Yeah, 2 and I think I have seen snippets of 3, but definitely saw 2.
I've seen up to 3.
All right, so let's go through some of the tiny things. First off, I think this business kind of was like, we skipped this in terms of like, I think our generation, but Redbox, at least I did. I never used Redbox ever. Is officially shutting down after 22 years.
It was still around?
It was still around, but they,
kiosks
You know
and
what? Yeah,
everything.
there is one at the Walmart that I go to.
not anymore.
Why?
They only had like 100 employees.
People
for the
still
entire
like their
company.
physical DVDs, Blu-rays, what have you.
Yeah.
Sure, but there's other ways to get them.
But
Not
not
if you
enough
just
anymore, as they had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and now it is Chapter 7, which basically means you're done.
That's the bad one.
The entire point of it is like, if you don't like the movie, you rent it for $2, and then you send it back when you're done with it.
Mm-hmm. Because it was
Yeah,
like they
it's
had...
just-
Go ahead.
But you want the physical media on something that you might not like.
Yeah, but you're not buying the physical media yet. You're just renting it. Then if you like it, you can play it in the future.
But you can do that online though.
No, because the whole streaming thing, they don't want to do it.
What
They
is
want
these 15 old people that are so stuck in their ways?
No, people love physical media.
I love physical
Well,
media, but I'm not renting nothing.
There's places where the internet really ain't that good, and you don't have that option of digital
Yeah.
streaming capability still.
Yeah,
We-
rural town.
A lot of us live in like a good enough place, but again, like he just said, rural areas. Like where I lived in Indiana, that neighborhood I was in was newer and had decent internet. It still wasn't great, in case you remember. Areas around there don't have internet at all. Zero.
I mean,
They have power.
just look at Amber. Her internet just clonks out sometimes.
I'll just say
Yeah.
this: if
Yeah.
you really want Shrek 2, eat that $8 that it takes to do it on Amazon.
Okay, but no,
I'm
at that
sorry.
point, yes. But it's for newer movies. Those are the people who
Bingo.
are getting the ones that are still going to
The
cost
people who
$25
can't stream that
for
stuff
Blu-ray.
and aren't
Yeah.
sure and want to spend that $2 or $3 out of Redbox because that's their Friday, Saturday night with their kids because they don't live in a place with good internet and they don't want to just outright buy it because they don't have that kind of money.
Mhm.
Like they're
Such
that's
a
the
small
service that-
market.
yeah,
Hence
it
them
is.
going bankrupt.
Yeah, correct. Was it useful for certain demographics? Yes. Is it unfortunate it's going away now? Also, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but maybe we should, regulate infrastructure or something.
What? Nah, it's fine. But yeah, officially shutting down, and almost like point proven in terms of like how it like skipped a generation or two. Triton, Redbox was peak. Because like for us it was like Hollywood Video, Blockbuster, Family Video, name your movie rental store of wherever your town was at.
Oh, DA, you're looking at the prices of Blu-rays.
Are they really that much?
I literally spent $25.
Yeah,
and
but
you're
you've been wrong a lot about a lot of things recently. You're slipping, homie.
Oh.
We all had our own meeting. This is like, can we gracefully get them out of here with dignity?
Was I the person that was supposed to fall in that game? So
Yes.
get me out of
You
here.
were pushed.
Also, I loved how Meme was like, was just like the awkward family dinner after a fight. Dude, the minute we signed out, we're just like, that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We were
In the
fucking having a
moment,
time.
we fucking hate each other. But as soon as cameras are off, it's just like, whatever.
Yeah, right.
When are we
Dead
doing
Rice?
this next?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rice, I am having a great Sunday. A great one. But as far as
Why are they so expensive?
if you ever want to see like us, hey, this might be the end. There was, I think it was like episode 101 of the podcast where we had a huge fight about Crossface. That was a crazy one.
The magnitude video.
yeah.
The magnitude video.
Battle.
Yeah, dude.
That was a battle.
I was so mad at leaving that.
There's two moments I can think of. There's that, and then there was a point where we were doing like AMV streams, and I wanted to do like a restream, and then we had like a debate, like a actual like intense debate afterwards about like showing stuff or like trying to like shill our own stuff and what have you. That was like the one time where I'm like, okay, this isn't haha joking around. This is okay.
There was one more where it was Ralph. We were talking about My Hero or something. Me and him got into a discussion, and I brought up a definition, and he was pissed. Dude, yeah, there's been there have been a couple that have just been like, oh, they're not playing.
Yeah.
Like that stream, even though we're all yelling and we're mad, it's that fun mad of like, you piece of
Yeah.
as opposed to you piece of shit.
Yeah. It's where you get the like, it's not the like loud obnoxious, it's just like, hey. Like, oh. Just like serious, stern, no jovialness, no funny,
Yeah.
nothing.
But it's been far and few between, actually.
Yeah. So, yep. R.I.P. Redbox.
I'm realizing I don't understand
Physical media.
the cost of a lot of things.
What else don't you? Like, I understand
Copper,
Blu-rays, because we've
Why
never
are they
had
so
Blu-rays
expensive?
and that type of stuff. Because they're super high fidelity and they
It's
are
also the
always
material they have to be
consistent
put.
quality.
They have to be made out of. It has to be enough to store a certain amount of information and for compression. Like think about how a 4K, how much data is compressed into a 4K digital copy of something. Making that into a physical media is not simple. The
I
production
wasn't just
aspect
talking
of
about that. I wasn't just talking
What else
about
did
that.
you check out?
I was just like, how much does a spatula cost? Was it like $3?
Like 8. I was literally
Why is
about
it
to
like
say
$8?
Why wouldn't it be?
I mean,
That's just the cost of a spatula.
it just doesn't seem like it should
How
be
do
that much
economy
when you think
work?
about it.
You've never worked in retail, right?
Yes, I did for a month before.
Yeah,
I was
remember
fired
the
from
Walmart stuff? You got fired.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. So you weren't there long enough to understand how retail really functions.
No. I'm just so cheap that I'm just when I do buy something, it's just like I gotta buy it, so I don't really care. But now I'm just like, what does a 12-pack of pop cost?
Like
Like
$4.89
$8
usually.
But see, the
They're
quickness
usually on sale.
and that's part of the reason Redbox was viable was because it's more affordable than buying it outright. And again, yeah, like streaming just kills it. Streaming just kills digital media, period. Like And I understand I'm one of those people. I am a straight streaming boy. I really don't care
Oh, I
about
did.
physical
Same.
media.
I'm gonna let him figure it out himself. This is a test, Triton.
But like, there are
Oh, sorry.
people that love it and they want to be able to. Because what was it? Crunchyroll was just took away some people's digital purchases. There is no combating that. Even though you bought it, it is not yours. But physical media is yours. Like, no, the Paramount can't come into your house and just take your Rugrats DVDs.
You're not the type to be making this argument. This isn't your argument.
What?
To make.
What?
I'm not seeing anything physical here.
I literally said I understand the problem.
Then why'd you say what?
I can still make the argument while
I accept that I am part of the problem.
Yes!
You are part of the problem. What? That's what happened here.
No, because I can understand I'm part of the problem and still argue for physical media.
I said what you
What
said,
you
and
said,
then
you literally said you are not the person to be making this just because I'm one of them boys.
yes,
That's not fair.
you
Anybody
don't support the physical media, and then you just like support physical media because they can't shop your way into your house.
I never said support physical media. I said I
Thank you for the
understand
follow.
why people prefer physical media.
Well, you
you
can
weren't
understand a
listening
lot of
because you
things.
were looking at the next price you were wrong about.
No, I was right about that one.
Which one was that
Don't
one?
worry about what that one was.
See, the thing is that a lot like not copyright law.
But
Possession is weird about like digital media, right? Physical media, you own the disc; it's in your hand. They can't charge you for a rental of an item you purchased. Like there were items you could rent for a certain price via Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, yada 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 yada. But with digital media, you have that rent versus buy option, and yet even if you buy it, these services tie it to their own platform so they can control it. It's just a matter of the laws that govern the option of digital purchase and sale really haven't caught up yet to the fact that
basically anything
ownership
digital hasn't
definition
been
has
caught up.
changed.
Dude, the laws
Exactly.
we're looking at for like media itself are still coming from like the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah, exactly.
We've advanced
haven't
so
gotten there yet.
quickly past that, and yet like DMCA stuff, like RIAA stuff, like with
Mhm.
streaming music. Who cares if somebody is listening to a song in the background of Twitch? Because there's so many avenues to get that song. Why do you think somebody's just taking your song and that's the way they're gonna listen to it? That's craziness at this point.
It's not
Those
even the
laws
belief;
should be
it's an abuse.
rewritten.
It's an abuse of that law. They
Damn
know.
right, I would download a car today. Today. Let me get a smart car and jailbreak it. Give it up.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I know.
Between $3 and $4, Triton. I knew because I had to recently buy milk.
There you go.
Ah, there you
Don't you
Surprised you actually
Arrested
remember.
Development me.
go.
Banana, Michael, what could it cost? $20?
To be fair, though, with everything else, that's you.
Soon. It's
Dude,
coming.
Prices are goofy
Mhm.
these days.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's prices of goods are going to go up naturally as the price to transport, produce, and the manpower to accumulate material and all labor costs goes up because it needs to. But the problem is that the balancing act is completely fucked. Like, if we had a set standard price of goods, you wouldn't have to raise increments so high. Everything is based around the idea that cost comes from something that's static, right? It doesn't. The cost of everything is literally, this cost goes up because we pay more. We pay more, cost goes up. Cost goes up, we pay more. Pay more.
I remember
go
when
up.
spatulas were like $3.
Don't start this.
Don't.
Don't
You're
start
mad,
What a world we
Jay,
live
as he
in, guys.
as he pets the grays.
The skunk comes in. Nah, it's just that imaginary teeter saw is the problem. Is like there's no standards that was set, and we had a standard. We went away from the solid standard. I'm talking about the gold standard. We went away from that, and it's like also at the same time, shit's been fucking wonky because the price of things and how we pay for it, how we're paid, how it's transported, all the things that go into things produced, things bought, things consumed, there's no ground level anymore. There's no baseline.
Mhm.
Everything exists in this nether space of imaginary numbers. And
Dude, the
Where do we-
world
where
is
do we
imaginary
fix that?
numbers.
where do we fix that? Where do we draw a line? Where do we make a base point? Getting anybody to agree is next to impossible, because the ones who control it want to make more off of it. But if nobody can afford it, they can't make anything off of it. Therefore, they're stuck in this impasse of want make more, need to still make purchasable.
Dude, you know
Dude,
that's not gonna happen
it's so
based
rough.
off of just AI alone, where everybody's like, oh yeah, like let's just say 30% of jobs are gonna be taken over by AI. Who's gonna buy the product? Like, they're not looking at that aspect of it. They're only looking at it as, hey, labor is
There's other
gonna go
jobs.
way, way down, so our profits, our money is gonna go way, way up. Productivity is gonna go way, way
There's
up.
other jobs. Okay, so we're training less artists to do arts for storyboarding for movies, for instance.
It's so crazy that art, one of the things that need human expression and input, is the main crux of what's trying to be taken over by people that aren't creative.
This was a small topic. Remember? The tiny baby one.
Which all remembers. Again, you got into this
Gone
discussion.
so far off the rails.
Well, Ralph
Red
likes to
box.
have back and forth conversations.
Minimum wage.
Spatulas.
Minimum wage is such a disgusting thing that it doesn't
Where are we going?
increase as time goes. How are we still?
The fact that there's no law in place, there's no regulation in place,
Red box.
that minimum wage has to be based off of the current status of living, the current
$25
baseline needed for
Blu-rays.
the average individual to survive on their own. The fact that there's
Butt
no
plugs.
actual compulsory setting to govern how what a minimum wage should be is disgusting in the year 2020.
Dude,
Crossfades.
minimum wage at this
AI.
point are like vibes based.
Minimum wage.
Even though it's supposed to be, hey, a
I see.
person can
Let's see how we got
get
here.
an apartment and live comfortably on a
Yeah.
minimum wage on their
Keep the
own.
red tape.
But now it's
PA.
like,
Clear.
hey, I
Clear
can't
forward
afford
motion.
groceries
I see.
on a minimum
No,
wage,
yeah,
let
if
alone
you're making
shelter.
minimum wage right now, you can't afford shit. I make
It's
well
cooked.
above minimum wage, and I am still
I know where
okay.
we're going next.
Only okay.
I know what the
I make well above it. And I'm like, how? I am probably a couple months from a car still. Like,
Mhm.
how?
We're
Mhm.
going beavers is being extinct next.
Mm.
That's how far we're gonna go from here.
I'm listening to
That's
this
okay.
engrossing tale from DA while you guys just have a sidebar
practice your
conversation.
shaving
Go ahead.
skills instead of babbling.
But speaking of rising prices, I was trying to make this segue for the last 10 minutes, but you guys just kept going and going and going.
It'd be like that.
Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. Their prices are increasing. The current high-end one, which is Ultimate,
Ultimate.
was $16.99, is now going to $19.99. And then their current low price, which was $10.99, is now going to $14.99, and you don't get games on the release day. The Ultimate gets brand new games, so the newest Call of Duty, whenever it comes out, will be for Ultimate Game Pass subscribers, but not for the other Game Pass subscribers.
People got a little too comfortable.
No, it's also for PC Game Pass. Because it's clear what Microsoft's trying to do. They see that their console sales have stagnated, so they're trying to move people into Game Pass outside of their console infrastructure. So they don't want to squeeze too much money out of the PC people. So that increased by $1, but they still get basically everything they had before. Whereas the console has a whole new tier, like you said, with no day one games. They have 4 tiers over there, and it's just so obscure. It's just to obfuscate what they truly want, which is either you playing for Ultimate or you coming over to PC playing through some Fire 4K sticks. Now you can play Game Pass on it. They want those types of things. They want people to go over to those types of devices. Oh, piracy is delicious at this point.
PC Game Pass went up $2, by the way.
Max, period, not HBO Max. Terrible name. But yeah, it's the way it goes in tech. Once somebody does something and it's seen as quote unquote successful, now
Follow the leader.
The gates are open for other people to
Follow
follow
the
lead.
leader.
Mhm.
Oh, they got ads on their thing and everybody just kind of cool with it. All right, we're gonna have an ad tier over here too, and we're gonna increase the price, and we're gonna crack down on sharing accounts and passwords, because numbers increased once they did it, so why can't we do
it's
it?
oddly kind of works the other way too, because I think it was McDonald's that started the trend of we're doing a $7 meal and
Oh
then,
no, are you talking about recently?
yeah,
Wendy's.
Was it Wendy's?
Their big
Wendy's,
burger
yeah.
bags.
And
or
then
big
it
bags.
was Taco Bell, McDonald's, and they're just because you're gonna get compared to them.
Yeah.
If people got $7 to spend and they can get a full meal over here, of course they're gonna go over there. So you got to compete in that way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then they immediately released that, oh no, hold on a minute. That's maybe not great. We're bringing back the dollar menu because now y'all don't want this.
No, it's
So
not the
it
dollar
doesn't
menu.
always
It
work
is
that way.
one meal for $5 or $4, whatever
There
it
it
was.
Yeah.
But yeah, the price tiers I have them listed here now is Ultimate
Yeah,
is
$7, right.
Ultimate is $19.99 a month. That includes both Xbox and PC, day one titles, yada yada. Game Pass Standard, which is just Xbox, no day one titles. PC Game Pass, which is $11.99 a month. PC Game Pass, day one titles. Xbox Game Pass Console, which is $10.99. Limited library. Day one games are still included though, and then $9.99 a month. 25 games on Xbox Game Pass, and no day one things. So it's
So
kind of convoluted.
Oh yeah, for sure, and that's the point. But there are so many ways right now to get a lot of Game Pass stuff for not the money that you should be spending. As I just re-upped like a month ago for 2 years for $100, and it should be $120 a month, and I'm in a year, and I'm not paying that.
I think there's also going to be a deal coming up on Prime Day to get it at a super reduced cost. So if you wanted to just load up on a few years, Prime Day is probably the day to do it. All right. Next up, we have, let's see here. This one I just found funny. So one of the actresses of Madam Web, Emma Roberts,
Oh no.
blamed the movie
Oh,
flopping on, quote, internet culture.
Woke.
The fact that
Oh boy.
we made fun of the one line in the trailer, which wasn't even in the movie. We made it a joke, so therefore it flopped. Or,
The
counterpoint.
movie sucked.
It was a bad movie.
Bad movie. Not an established character. Just doesn't look good.
Not really an established world.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that would attach people to Madam Web outside of it being tangentially in the Spider-Man verse.
Just because you're in a superhero movie, that's not a guarantee that it will be a success.
Flash.
But guys,
I feel
Kraven the
like-
Hunter is gonna fucking nail it, though,
I
right?
forgot about Craven.
It might. We
it's
don't
this
know
year.
until we see it. Until we see it, I'm not gonna be like, oh, boo, Craven.
I forgot. Oh no.
He has the
Yeah,
power
people-
of
it's
animals, I think.
it just can't
Lion
it
blood
can't
or
be your own
something.
fault or the fact that the movie sucks. It has to be the people at large just were standing outside of the movie theater, I guess, and just not allowing people to come in.
Yep.
That's the only reason why.
Hey,
our
what are
movie
you
did
buying?
success.
Madam Web. No. Why don't you go on over to this movie? Yeah, that's not how it works.
All right.
Like, it's so funny how people feel like the internet is this big, like, super powerful entity
Mhm.
where just the word on the internet can mean success or failure for some type of film franchise, TV show. It's not like that. Like, the Acolyte is getting destroyed in reviews,
Obliterated.
but
And
it's
rightfully
like
so.
it's like the second most viewed original Disney Plus show. Like, okay, so just this negative, hey, this sucks, is not enough to kill the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just people just didn't want to go see
People
it.
just and it's also coupled with the fact that movies as a whole are down.
Yep.
People just aren't going to theaters. I haven't been to the theaters in like a year and a half.
I don't think I've been to the theaters since. Yeah, I don't think I've been to the theaters since Godzilla -1. Or no, sorry, Kong.
Kong was my last one. Yep.
Yeah, and then
I
I
went to
will
see
be
Spy
going.
Family this year.
I'll be going
yeah.
at the end of the month to see Deadpool. After
that's
that,
I might go see Longlegs this weekend, and I might go see Deadpool, and that might be all my movies until like Saw.
Captain America.
I think that's next year.
Is that next year?
I don't think. Is there anything coming out this year? Still
Yeah,
remaining for
topic
Marvel? I
on-
don't
that's
think
we're
so.
talking about the movie. You don't know when it's in the
Listen.
title.
Listen.
It's one of the big
It
ones.
is 2025.
It's
Okay.
first, if I'm not
I didn't look at.
mistaken.
I didn't remember the date. I just remember the trailer. But yeah. So I guess moving on to that, we had the trailer for Captain America: Brave New World. Have Harrison Ford stepping in as Thunderbolt Ross. I am very bad in forgetting the actor's name who passed away, who was originally in the role. Grab that in a second.
Harrison Ford is not smarmy enough. He's
From what we've seen.
he's slightly too likable.
Mm.
He doesn't
Yeah,
scream like
I could see
military
that.
to me.
I can.
Why
Well,
we
this,
could
and this
trace
one he's
him?
politician, but
The other
Yeah.
guy, because
Why
he
we-
died.
I know, but then T'Challa,
Oh,
we're respecting some people, but not others. I don't really understand.
or
that.
overly respecting
Yeah.
some people.
It's just that type of thing where I'm just like, this is fine because y'all got a story to tell.
I wish.
I
they
mean,
would've-
Harrison Ford,
There's-
man's like 78, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
William Hurt was the previous. actor.
We have Borderlands coming in August,
Mm.
and it has been getting
Oh.
cooked in the pre. And you can
No.
tell it's bad because usually those pre-boys are just like, "Oh, this was a fantastic thrill ride. I laughed my." It's been getting slaughtered. This is gonna be a terrible
Oh, yeah.
movie.
We knew this was going to be a fucking disaster.
Oh, I
I
can't
knew
wait.
from the casting that this was going to be bad.
So yeah, I might go see that.
Another example of DA underestimating things. I said Harrison Ford is like 78. He is 82.
Yep.
DA is just never on point with numbers.
I'm just off the ball today. I'm in shambles.
But in terms of the trailer for Captain America, looked pretty good. We had, I guess, for anyone that doesn't want spoilers, I'm going to give you the count of 5, 4, 3, 2,
Fuck you.
1.
5 for go.
Yeah. We got
5.
Do you know how to count?
4,
I think you need a lesson on how to count.
whatever. We got Red Hulk going to be making his MCU debut, which in the comics he retains his intelligence, but again it's like rar, so who knows? At least in the trailer. I mean, we saw like 2 seconds of him.
It's all
They are
dependent on how
finally.
much they can get Harrison Ford to care.
I also
Yeah.
don't know how much.
It's not Star Wars. He'll probably care a little bit.
I also don't think it's too much of a spoiler considering a poster has him on it. So
Hey,
True.
Some people avoid everything. So,
True.
you know. They are finally, neighbor reciting, they are finally acknowledging Eternals in this movie.
Oh yeah, they are.
A
Aren't
mistake.
they have
A
to at some
mistake.
point.
No, they do not.
There's a giant hand coming out of the planet. They have to either
Ignore
address it or say
Not
that
anymore.
movie didn't happen.
We nuked
it's
it, it
Luffy
is
pushing
gone.
the zombie back into the ground. It is just, it ain't here no more. We took care of it.
Alternate universe. Wanda killed it off, and multiverse. That's what's happening
We
here.
grabbed some of that, warp tech, like we somehow harnessed the power of the space stone, just sent it away. It's gone. Forget about it. No.
Forget about
It's-
You can
See-
you can pick up Eternals for $13 if anybody's interested on Amazon.
Are we, as we talk, looking up the price of things that are mentioned now? Really? Is that what we're doing?
I need to learn. Why is a used copy more?
You're looking on e-commerce. It's a fucking ride, dude.
Oh boy.
Do you want this new thing for 13 or this used thing for more? Huh?
They're counting on you seeing that first and just impulse buying.
True. All right.
That's all it is.
But at least for the trailer, it's a Marvel trailer. You have some new characters coming in, some acknowledgments of the world at large. Unclear villain?
Yeah.
I think from what people are speculating, and I'm forgetting the character's name, but the character that Giancarlo's playing is the villain who was in the Netflix Luke Cage, the final villain of the Luke Cage Netflix series. It's like the same character. But nothing's hard confirmed yet. But apparently, I guess there's something else that was leaked. I just forgot to look it up before the podcast. Apparently, there was like a toy that got leaked that...
Oh yeah, that's how people knew Red Hawk. There were toys like a month and a half ago that were showcased.
There's like something else that's also gonna like point to the villain or is the villain, but I do not remember. But yeah, we got that.
It looks fine.
Yeah,
It's certain things that I want to learn, Triton. Calm down.
DA can try to learn. He just usually refuses to.
And I will succeed one of these days. And you guys will be like, huh.
Yep. That honestly, that will be my reaction. It's like, oh, you did it, and then move the fuck on.
Because we want to laugh at your failures, DA, not acknowledge your accomplishments.
Exactly.
Remember that.
I guess small, tiny thing if you're into live action Dungeons and Dragons or voice acting stuff. One of the members of Critical Role, Sam Riegel, revealed that he is recovering, but went through a couple-month-long battle with throat cancer. Just like his character in the current campaign died, left the show for a bit. He was still like posting on Twitter and what have you, so it's like he was around per se. But just released a video on their channel where it's like it's been a while. Big old scar on his throat. He had tonsils, part of his tongue, and a bunch of some other stuff removed. Went through chemo, went through all this stuff. I'm curious just because big things he loved doing was obviously acting and performing, which he can still kind of do, but singing was another one. Right now, his diction is kind of slurred. It kind of sounds like he's permanently drunk right now. He can still talk and communicate, but glad that he made through. But yeah, scary stuff. Fuck cancer. Across the board.
Write it on the list.
Yep.
Well, there's nothing we can do about that one. The other ones are solvable. This one's just like, yeah, it's just,
Your
deal with
reminder,
that.
cure cancer!
Mike, can you bring up the bets for us really quick?
Oh, no.
And let me know what the Lion King bet was.
Oh, no.
Cancer? Was I supposed to cure cancer? Did I forget?
Yeah, dude.
There was-
you had to
I'm gonna get
last
on that.
week.
I was
This bet
never
was done
given
on
an
the first day of
amount.
the podcast.
I was never given an
What
amount.
was the bet itself?
DA bets BG Lion King Mufasa will make over 600 million. Loser has to do a video essay on the movie. That's what the...
Why? That's such a dumb stipulation. I fucking hate that.
I only asked because it comes out this year.
I
Oh,
hate that.
Yeah, I was going through the movies. And,
Gotcha.
December.
Yep.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Merry
It's Christmas
Christmas.
time. Who, does it say who's where? I think I was on the it
you
will.
are...
Yeah,
you
you were
bet
It Will.
him it will make over 600 mil.
BG's
It's
under
Christmas
your
time.
over 600 mil.
I think we're good.
You think you're good.
What else comes out around that time?
Irrelevant.
If it's
Whoa.
other kids' movies.
Movies coming out this holiday season.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3!
Oh no.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3!
No. I'm looking at the amount of views that the trailer got was 9 million. That is not a lot.
Hey,
That
Sonic 3 comes out the same day as Mufasa. The same day as Mufasa. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. It's cooked. It's cooked.
Yeah, I think
no chance.
I think
You
Meme's
really
right,
thought we was out
DA.
here like this?
I think DA.
Let's see that script, boy.
Yeah, start writing now.
Get
That's
your
what Meme told
ass
you.
ready now, boy.
dumb. Why?
The best thing about these moments right here, that I treasure them so much, is upon making the bet, the amount of confidence DA always has.
Yeah.
And then we get to right now.
The Captain America movie was 2 days ago. The Mufasa was 2 months ago. Captain America has 14 million.
You're done, dude.
What happened?
Has
You're
DA won a
done,
bet yet?
dude.
I did. The One Piece one.
The One Piece.
He's
he
won
definitely
two.
won.
Okay.
There's
Hey,
another one he won too.
What do you think the Sonic 3 trailer is gonna do?
The Hindi version of the trailer got 2 million views. What is Lion King Mufasa? When doesn't have a chance?
And nobody wants that shit, dude.
That is-
Nobody
Going out
wanted
there
that.
to die like this.
That's how, like, the way your brain works
Buddy.
fascinates me to the point where you, like, that was the next click in the gear where it's like, let me check foreign language versions of the trailer. Like,
Wait, have you checked China? China might be your savior.
It's there's no
What's the China
point.
trailer?
It's cooked.
No.
It's over.
Check the China trailer. China, 700 million views.
600 mil.
Cooked.
Oh, hey, DA. That video better be fucking great sauce.
Fire.
all
It
right.
better be the catalyst for our channel blowing up.
But hold up. You said video essay about the movie. Who dictates the length or how long it's gotta be?
We both trust each other to go through with whatever
That
we
face
both
he's
trust
making.
each other.
Because I'm thinking about like how to structure this video and what to do and comparisons and
Oh, this is gonna be
he
great.
meets Rafiki here, which contrast This is what happened.
Sonic.
We need to start
Ain't
putting
nobody want
dates
Mufasa.
on the bets so I can go
Yeah.
back and look at the.
From now on,
I
like
need to hear what happened there.
date and time. You
An
gotta be
episode
there.
or something, because I'm so confused. Where did this confidence come from, and where did it go?
Hey, chat. Anybody who remembers,
No one's gonna fucking
even
remember.
finds it, tell us in the Discord. If you remember or find the clip from the VODs or on YouTube or anything, and you have it to share, drop that shit in the Discord at all of us, and let us know when this happened. I want
The first
DA
movie
to have that.
made 960 million.
Yes, try.
You thought it was going to be 300 million.
It made billions, didn't it? I thought it was over $1 billion. No, that's the State of You. That's the
my fault.
animated.
That's my fault. 1.6.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, so $1 billion less. That is. I'm coping.
July 9th.
The copium is
19th.
strong.
The
I just wanna see
hardest
what was-
copium.
came out around it.
Pristine grade.
I simply don't understand what happened there. I'm disappointed in myself and
You should be.
the performance that I've put on.
Lion King Mufasa, Alfonso.
I cannot promise that I'm gonna do better, but I will remember this.
The movie they were talking about making 1.6 was the live action Lion King.
Oh, dude. It had a 2-week buffer of basically so Avengers.
No, not yet.
Which one? Which Avengers was it?
December.
Oh, Spider-Man: Far From Home came out 2 weeks before it, and then nothing, literal nothing. Once upon a time in Hollywood, that's not for the kids. The quickest you get for the kids is Dora and the Lost City of Gold, which I love that movie.
Yeah, you would.
Hey, don't try to turn this on me.
You're
You're cooked. You're cooked.
Absolutely.
All right. Last couple of topics. One, do a little bit of gaming. Nintendo earlier this week shadow dropped a like horror teaser trailer. Emio, just dude in a mask, creepy looking, creepy ambiance. We know nothing else, but just not very Nintendo.
We know that Bloober Team is not working on it, and that's about it. Because somebody asked about it.
Who does Bloober Team work on, or what does Bloober Team work on?
They're the Silent Hill 2 remake people.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So yeah, Nintendo stepping into horror genre. We'll see what
I hope it
character
succeeds so that they broaden their horizons.
so they can add it to Smash. No, okay. And
Well,
then
didn't they try this before with Zombie U and that just fucking
that
failed?
you've
They
done
tried
this
it before.
before. That is Ubisoft. That is not Nintendo.
They've tried it before with a couple of games that were like Nintendo exclusive, like Mad World, and I think it was something like Red Steel or something. Just and these were for the Wii. Just super like.
But they were
dark
third-party
and
devs.
mature
Though. They just
games.
made Wii exclusives.
That's not what I said. They were exclusive for the Wii.
Okay.
I said they were.
But
exclusive.
again, I wouldn't call them Nintendo games in the sense of like they were made
Is
by
this
Nintendo.
one a Nintendo game?
I mean, they're Nintendo games.
It was on their official YouTube. Usually they don't post stuff like that onto their official YouTube.
If
I'm not
it's
talking
only
about
on
horror,
a
I'm talking
Nintendo
about, like,
console, it's a
gore and
Nintendo
stuff.
game.
Okay.
If it was only on your console, it's a Nintendo game. Just like Gears of War was considered an Xbox game before it was owned by Microsoft. If it's only on your console, it's X system game.
Yeah, and guess
Yeah,
what?
people
Zombie U got
associate it-
ported to every other console in existence.
Yeah, after the fact. But
Yeah.
if you look at something like Tomb Raider was always felt as a Sony game, even when it
Yeah.
wasn't even exclusive to Sony for a while.
Yeah,
Which
you're
is
just
how it
talking
is.
about it's not made by Nintendo, but
And yeah,
it is
and
still a
that's
Nintendo game.
my point though, is just like Nintendo themselves have never really made anything horror genre. Ever.
It's 'cause
Like
nothing on their
the
console
closest
has
that they've
worked.
gotten is Luigi's Mansion.
Games.
Like a first party Nintendo game. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
In terms of
include
third
first party,
party,
Mike.
yeah, there's been a bunch of
Words are
stuff and
important.
stuff that's been exclusive to Nintendo consoles, but nothing from the babe's mouth.
You walk us found the bet episode.
How?
Walkus found it.
What's that? What? Drop it. Give me.
2024.
Podcast is still
Got it.
324. This is why you ask chat. You tell them to get involved.
Wow.
They
labor.
listen to us. Exactly. You have to fucking assign pals a job, guys. Hear
my
me
God.
out
Oh.
here.
Hawakis is gonna put you in the meat grinder. Run.
You're going to
Run.
the grinder, Walkus. I need to fucking
Remind me
keep
on
going.
our stream to give you some channel points for that.
Oh, shit.
You can probably just transcript it.
Yeah, no.
Oh, man. That was quick, too, Walkus. Respect.
I don't know.
Very good. Good job.
Can I award
Oh nope, not quite.
Oh, he's
Not
going deeper.
quite.
He's going deeper.
Yep.
Dig
But he's
deep.
trying, and that's a thing.
Hey,
Back,
yep.
back to the mines with you, child.
Oh my god. Anyways, speaking of PalWorld,
gotta put 'em
last
in
little
the
bit of
mines.
gaming news is PalWorld is taking a few more cues from Pokemon. And
we will
they're
become them, but better.
They're
That's what
going.
they're trying to do.
They're going on a joint. That's never happening. They're going on a
No,
joint.
I'm saying that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah. They're going on a joint venture with Sony and making a new business called PalWorld Entertainment, which is basically like the Pokemon company, basically the media arm and the franchising of
Hilarious.
PalWorld.
It's hilarious. This game is still early access, and they're making all this shit.
But yeah.
Insanity.
But I don't see it succeeding. Because here's the thing.
Well, also pairing with Aniplex for merchant anime as well.
Sure, but here's the thing. The demographic that they're targeting is, I think, the problem. Pokemon is basically targeted at kids, which, in essence, makes it targeted at everyone. PalWorld is targeted at a mature audience.
Correct.
So I don't think it's going to go that well. It'll still, like...
It's still going to do insanely well because they're targeting the Pokemon audience, us. They're targeting the kids who grew up with the initial Pokemon and want more of other things as well.
Oh shit,
So
okay, 275.
That was written down at 57 minutes, 43 seconds!
How, like...
Appreciate it.
I love chat.
Big ups.
Always use chat.
Is the Matrix screen on your fucking computer right now? Like, how?
Mike, you don't understand. You always underplay the importance of chat. Hawakus showing that the children.
I just don't want to
belong in
waste
minds,
people's
and we keep
time with
them there.
our garbage.
Nah, wrong. You always use them. Use all means of acquiring information.
Fast as the Trump shirt printers.
Well, I guess.
They was out there.
The day of.
I guess.
Muggs was in the merch.
I guess we'll talk about that now. That's not exactly the segue I wanted, but.
Hawakus, what the fuck?
So.
Oh, Triton.
Unless you were hidden under a rock, which Ralph kind of was, you sent out that text like 5 to 6 hours after it happened.
I had heard
on the PalWorld grind.
The slowpoke meme. Where I was just like, I thought he had actually gotten assassinated. It wasn't it was just like, oh, he got assassinated right now. They succeeded, but it was just like an attempt. I was like, what the?
I was in the mines. I had no idea.
Locked in.
Yeah.
So during
no pop-ups.
Yeah.
None. I don't do pop-ups on anything. I always turn those off. I hate it.
During a rally yesterday, I believe it was in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Trump was giving a rally, and a shooter stationed at a building just outside, basically the perimeter of where he was doing the rally, with a rifle, fired upon the rally with the attempt to assassinate Donald Trump. Grazed his ear. I believe one person was actually killed. And then there's a couple other people.
Current fire chief was the one who died.
Protecting his family.
2 injured, if I believe.
Yes, two other that were injured and then sent to the hospital. Basically, it was shots were fired. Secret Service that were present at the stage basically dogpiled on Trump to protect him. Other snipers, like Secret Service snipers, immediately took the guy out. Trump got grazed in the ear and got up, raised his fists, and was just yelling, "Fight!" And
in one
no
of the most baller pictures of all. Say whatever you want about this, man.
Yeah.
That picture is one of the hardest. Find me. When was the last, that is an amazing presidential picture. When was the last one? Legit.
Theodore Roosevelt.
I'd say Obama in the rain.
I'd say
Theodore Roosevelt was the last president that was shot
we did it
and kept going.
Banner.
Yeah, I can
Theodore Roosevelt was shot in the chest by a bullet and then kept going with his presidential speech. That is the last time in history that this happened.
A picture, not a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What the? I looked up how much Secret Service agents make, and they make as high as 91K. Mm-hmm. When you legitimately gotta go, okay, it's time to put my life on the line for this fat old orange guy. You making less than 100K?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not great.
But it also isn't a permanent position. That is usually a gateway position. That's a gateway position that'll get you somewhere else higher up in the echelon. Very good.
That took you so very long to understand what he just said.
I was listening to Ralph as the gears were grinding.
I didn't hear what he said.
You said
Shame.
it's not a permanent position. He said, of course it's not, or something like
You
that.
said, I'll say.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Jesus. Anyways,
And it's funny that, like, all these...
You missed a lot, me.
all these service people going around, because now that information about the shooter is coming out, they're trying to find a person to blame, because they can't blame a minority, they can't blame an LGBTQ.
One of the best things that had happened that it
They
was
can't
just
even-
some white guy.
They can't
White
even blame a
Republican.
Democrat, because it's
White
just
Republican.
a little young white Republican that is a gun advocate.
On
So-
Biden's inauguration day, he donated to a Republican super PAC. The man bled the fucking party.
So, what they're doing is they're trying to find somebody to blame, and right now they're trying to blame the one female Secret Service agent, the one that was in front of Trump, using her body to shield him. They're like, "Oh, it's her. She's the problem." Not the muff and snipers that saw him. Not the cop that-
people. There was some dude that was just like, "Hey, I see a sniper over there. He's yelling to police. He's pointing. They're not doing nothing."
All these failures of the Secret Service and the police, and they want to distill it down into this one woman. It's crazy.
It's got to fit the agenda. It's got to fit the agenda.
yeah,
There's no way to spin this. Legitimately no way.
Oh, they will. They
Oh,
will.
they'll try. They'll definitely. But here's the thing. So when this first happened, people were thinking like, "Oh, it's over." With that picture, Trump's gonna look strong. Blah blah blah. It's gonna be somebody on the left that tried to take him out. It's over. But now that is this, it's not enough to galvanize people that were undecided and potentially leaning Trump's way.
There is
now,
no gray area still with politics at this point. You're either about them or you're not. This isn't going to change any hearts or minds.
No, but it had the potential to galvanize apathetic Trump voters
Correct.
to where, oh, I'm just gonna sit at home. But now they might have gone out to the polls if it was we won't let the left, we won't let them.
Capital T.
Yep.
man.
Yeah, do this to our president. We're gonna make sure that blah 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 blah. But with this being the person, there's nothing left for them to spin.
But yeah,
It's going to be interesting to see how they try to play this
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
at the end of the
Especially
day,
since Trump is supposed to be speaking as early as tomorrow,
Yep.
but he's supposed to be doing the rounds sometime this week. Is he even gonna come out?
Oh, he will.
Legitimately. No,
He will.
see,
I
here's
think
the
so.
thing. Adrenaline is a crazy thing.
Mhm.
And in that moment, he looks defiant, he looks strong, but the second he's in that car and that adrenaline wears off, now he has to think about what just happened.
Mhm.
And I do not know, because I think Trump is a coward.
But once
No,
he
he
gets the
is.
facts of this was just a lot of oversights, and they will promise him that it will be rectified and security will be a lot better or even good in this case, because he was just like right over there. When you look at how far he was from Trump, where you can legit just go, "Oh, there he is."
Like, there's only one position that's elevated within the next, like, 5 miles, and nobody's watching that roof. It's crazy. But I think it was a lot of complacency of,
Yes.
in this day and age, nobody's gonna try to assassinate a president.
But this is going to be
Reagan
kinda
was
like
the
what
last
happened
time,
with
right?
9/11, where it's just like, all right, big sweaty checks now.
Yeah.
So I think that he will, and I think that this is the perfect time for him to gloat and to
Correct.
brag and to show that I'm stronger
Yeah,
than
no,
capital
That's the
T
thing.
with them,
He is
and to
he
get
is
those
a
people.
coward.
But here's the thing,
100%. But he's also arrogant more so than he's a coward.
But he can't say I'm stronger than capital T them, because it's really I'm stronger than capital U us.
He'll somehow spin it as them.
He's and the spin is going to be real. and you already know the
There's
angle
gonna
he's
be
going to go
something.
for.
The spin is gonna only play to the people that are already converted now. There was a chance it could play to people outside of that sphere and bubble, depending on who the shooter was, depending on the political reasons for it. But it's looking like this was just a high value target for some dude that just wanted to make a name for himself,
Yeah.
as opposed to some political
I mean,
aspirations.
what all this will, when it comes to the political sphere, all this is going to influence is Trump's fan base is going to have more vocal, call it control, over the party than those who are against him, because now they're going to put the blame on the rhinos, the fake Republicans. And that's what's going to happen here. But sidebarring the actual chaos of the event, how soon do we say he gets plastic surgery to have the ear put back together?
No, you leave it.
Yeah, no.
That is a badge of honor. That is something that they can zoom into to be like, hey, yo, look at this. If there's going to be another debate, he could just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. And then they zoom in. No.
This is a wrestling match? My God.
This
Absolutely.
mother is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Are
What
you
talking
telling
about?
me-
Of course it's a wrestling match.
Are you telling me politics is not wrestling? Are you telling me debates are not promo battles? Absolutely, this is because politics is mostly about optics. It's not about who has the best policy. It's not about who's best for the country. It's truly about optics. Because if it was about that stuff, we would have had Bernie Sanders in 6, 8, 10 years ago. But we can't get him because of the optics there. If it was about, hey, maybe this person can run, we might have DeSantis instead of Trump, even though he has the charisma of a wet noodle. But it's not, because he follows so many of the things that these people want that he's doing in Florida, and then he can go, okay, we're gonna do that for the entire country, and people will get behind that. But he can't go in a debate. He can't go in speeches. He can't do a promo, and because of that, we can't have that man. This is wrestling. Don't get it twisted.
100%.
Don't ever get it twisted. We got a face and we got a heel.
Yeah, so I'm looking at a map now of where Trump was giving the rally. There are literally two
crazy.
there are two elevated points. They only put snipers on one of them.
Crazy bars.
That's nuts.
Most of them want him gone as much as we do. So I mean,
Let's see where this goes, gentlemen.
yeah.
Jesus. In game?
In 5e, no, in 5e, it's in 5e.
But yeah, at the end of the day, again, I think, as said before, I think
The
this
assassination attempt is wild. It is the dumbest
Yeah,
thing.
in this day and age,
You
it's
would
crazy.
never. I don't understand trying to take him out. Do I
Yeah.
like the guy? No. Do I think you should have tried to take him out? No. It's fucking stupid. All you're gonna do is to use the word BG has said many times, galvanize his voter base into
Word of the day.
solidifying themselves under the notion that they must have been right, otherwise they wouldn't have taken out our man.
If Trump
You're gonna
would
martyr
have
them.
died, whoever replaced him would have won 100%.
Hand over fist. Easy.
100% would have won.
Mhm.
And then when you look at the video and you see how he just does a little head tilt before he was shot, it's like that saved his life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh, you best believe he's rewatching that shit on a loop.
Because they got so many different angles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was
he's watching the YouTube clips. He's watching TikTok. He's on everything. He's got people showing him every clip they can find.
It was just crazy.
Yeah. And just
We just finished Revisited. I looked down, it's just like Trump shot.
Yeah. I went to Twitter and I just saw trending assassination, Trump shot. I'm like, what the happened?
yeah, I think I was just like in a little Pokemon binge, and I did the same thing. Went to Twitter, just like scrolled down. I was like,
It's like beyond the PalWorld thing, I actually have tried to not be on social media that much the past few weeks. Like, it's not on my desktop. It's a hidden icon on my phone. I have to actively go to find it to use it. So until I'm like not doing something I want to be doing, that's when I'll go on it every once in a while. And that's what happened. essentially. I took a break from PalWorld. I think I was actually just taking a shit. So I was just in the bathroom. I was like, what the fuck?
Huh?
Yeah, Triton, I could not imagine the people that were watching it live, the people that were there.
Reacting to it live.
Literal.
Watching the clips from the people who were there attending, that was wild because you just hear the yelling.
Yeah.
And
Just
then you
screaming.
just see them standing there just like waiting for what's next.
Yeah.
Why would you after the
Republican
former president almost got killed start chanting USA?
Because once they confirmed that they got him, then it's just like, okay, we're good.
No, but of all the things, USA?
Yeah. That's the fan base.
If you're at
That's
a
the
Trump
base.
rally, you're like, okay, it's one of capital T them. What do you just pull up the chart like, okay, how brown was he?
But you could have been chanting Trump. You could have been chanting fight along with them.
The thing is, you don't understand. You're not getting it from their perspective.
Trump
There
is
is no
USA.
difference between USA and Trump.
Yeah.
To them,
This USA encompasses everything that you
But
could
it's
chant.
gun violence.
not to them.
When
Nope.
it-
Not you're looking from the wrong perspective because you don't see it. You don't understand what it is to think from.
I
their
don't understand.
No, but that's literally how it is. That's how it is for them. It wasn't about violence. It wasn't about guns. It wasn't about anything else. It was about them going after Trump, and they wanted to see what was happening, make sure he's okay. If he was dead, it would have been mob scene.
and it's crazy because there was a person interview after the fact, and they asked her like, "Hey, why weren't you running? What were you thinking after the shots?" Oh, she said, "We just wanted to make sure that President Trump is okay."
Mhm.
Like their own safety did not even
It's a
factor
cult.
into their mind.
Because
It was
it's a cult.
what's going on with our president Donald
Because it's
Trump.
a cult.
It
They're
is
not
1
there. It's a
trillion
cult.
percent a cult.
To transfer that into Triton's question, how can cults exist in a day and age of infinite knowledge via the internet? That is because people are susceptible. Human
Oh, yeah.
nature is very much programmed in the way that if you want something inside to believe in something, no matter how unhinged it is, if you crave an answer and somebody offers to hand it to you without having to fight for it or all having to earn it, you're just gifted it. It's like, oh, all of your problems, all the things wrong with your life can be answered with this. You're going to go after it if you're desperate.
And also, people are generally ignorant nowadays. Like, I know somebody who didn't even know how much a Blu-ray cost. Could you imagine that, you guys? In this day and age?
Yeah, it's crazy because even with this infinite knowledge, you look at people like, hey, COVID is caused by 5G towers. The vaccine is gonna plant microchips in you.
Mhm.
Just having the knowledge itself is not enough to
And it's-
counter just pure ignorance.
And it's a big thing too in terms of just
people don't seek answers, Triton, because they don't want to work for it. They want it handed to them. They have a hard life. They have it too hard. They've already been working. They're tired of trying. They want somebody who can make it all just tie it up in a neat and organized little ribbon and give it to them. But that's just how it's going to be.
Triton. Anime Wins Sins has Patreons, has viewers. Just look at it like that. It's just that simple.
And it's just like, and with the internet being a realm of infinite information, that also includes infinite misinformation.
Disinformation.
Yes. And basically, and with how...
Oh yeah, go to TikTok right now.
It was like, with
There's
how the
crazy
TikTok, good
disinformation
example,
about the
all
Trump
social
stuff.
media, with how it is engineered, you look at something, you're like, hey, I like that thing. So the algorithm goes, okay, I'm going to keep you showing this thing, which is kind of similar to this thing, which then keeps painting a picture, a certain picture that streams you along, and at some point, you are
Rabbit
pigeonholed
holes.
into a certain echo chamber. So even with the amount of information, most internet institutions at this point themselves are driving you down a certain lane.
Yeah.
And then
They're
depending on how
streamlining the
your own...
information to keep you
Go ahead.
they're streamlining the information to keep you engaged with that material. So if your material is starting off at a bad base, it's just going to continue to get worse.
Triton won't get this. My God, dude. But Triton, how do you combat cults
is actually a pretty simple answer with a very non-simple function to achieve. Is you eradicate cults by fixing culture. You fix society. People go to cults because they're desperate, because they don't have what they need to survive, and anything that they can get to give that to them or give them peace of mind as to why they
place to belong.
themselves can't get it, and they feel like they are in, again, like you said, a place to belong, a community of people that are like them, that also can't get what they feel they deserve. They can't have a home, they can't have this, they're struggling to survive, they can't feed their families. What is the answer? Who's responsible? And they blame somebody, and they fall into these things. You have to make it so people aren't struggling in the day to day. That's how you fix cults. If people have access to what they need, they're not struggling, they're not fighting, they're not surrounded by all these negative bits of media. If you're not drowning them in negativity, if they have the ability to sustain themselves, people are less likely. People will always be susceptible, because human mind, it's not perfect. We're not perfect little fucking machines. It doesn't exist. The word perfect is itself a lie. It doesn't actually exist. People will always doubt, be confused, have fear. They will always be ruled by their emotions, and that
And
dictates
cult leaders
a lot of
play
nonsense.
on that stuff.
Exactly.
And that is exactly it. There will always be those in the cult of personality who have the ability and no moral compass that take advantage, because they don't believe
Think of it like this,
in the
right?
thing they're saying. They understand you need it, and they will take it from you.
Think of it like this, Triton. There are, 300, 400 million people in the United States of America. All it takes is 5,000 people.
There's more than that.
Being devoted. All it takes is 5,000 people
more.
being devoted to that to be a really crazy strong cult.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You think
Look at all the death cults, man. Look at the people who have joined cults and then killed themselves because the person who led them just said, "Hey, the alien said to drink this potion, and we'll go back."
Comets coming. Drink up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that may
Mhm.
only be 400 or 500 people, but it's
Drink
a
bleach,
lot
it'll
of
cure your
people.
COVID.
Yeah,
It's a lot of people in
Force tranquilizer.
the scheme of a cult, even though it's not necessarily a lot of people, period.
there was an
So-
entire town that had fallen into this
yeah.
cult, and the FBI had to raid a town to
Mhm.
take it out. Like, it was bad. When enough people find themselves in the vocal range of the type of person who can offer them the solutions they seek with the softest amount of effort, they will give it if they're desperate enough. So you can combat it by making them not desperate, because if they want to hear it, but it's still like, he's saying the right things, but what's working right now is paying my bills, it's feeding my family, I don't need anything else that he's offering. That's how you combat it. If they don't need it, they're not going for what somebody else can promise, because they've got what they technically need.
Mhm.
Is there, of course, gray areas in that? Sure. Again, like I said before, nothing is perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect solution. But how you combat it, genuinely, how you combat that is you fix society to a degree. You make healthcare more available and not having to sacrifice your own fingers, limbs, and arms, legs to be treated. You make it so people aren't scared every single day if they're going to pay their bills or feed their family. You make it so people don't have to chase a pipe dream to make themselves able to escape a depressive fucking landfill every single day, whether that be at work, on social media, with their family. If people are able to have what they need, do what they want, and have a sense of freedom, they're not going to fall in and rank up with these people. It's not going to happen as much. It's a pipe dream. It's never going to happen. I understand. Nothing can ever be fixed in a perfect world. It's just, that's how you do it. Genuinely, that is the answer.
Mhm. Not
Well, if we
impossible.
had universal healthcare, it'd be different.
Mhm.
Which it's crazy because I think there's like 32 developed nations, and there's 31 that has it, and there's one that doesn't, and that one is us.
But yeah, it's not impossible. I would call it more improbable. But
Yeah, no, it is. It's highly improbable. But I mean, it's
steps can be
it's-
taken.
It just needs to start, and that's the
Mhm.
problem. Is that we have such a problem, especially here in America, especially here, because we are not a nationality, as it were. We are an amalgamation of various everyone else, actually, not just a various
United
everyone
States.
else.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are united. We are not of. So that's the difference. And because we are all from such different backgrounds, it makes it easy for us here to kind of fall into this infinite ladder of the blame game, the finger point, but if my people don't get it, your people are getting it, and I don't want that. We thrive under the notion of competitiveness, and we take it to such an extreme as a culture that it has ingrained itself so deep. Everything's about it. The fucking presidency, for Christ's sake, isn't even about who's what's best for us anymore. It's this is my team.
Yeah.
That's it.
Difference without distinction.
Are we out of topics?
It could be put that way, but you know me, I'm an optimist. There are people that are trying to help fix things, but certain institutions, especially the presidency, require that you be a fossil in order to run.
Isn't it 45? It's not a fossil. You don't have to be a fossil. You just have to be mature.
Most of the people in that are striving for positive change are nowhere near 45 right now, is the problem.
I don't believe that. I actually don't think so. I think there's actually a lot of good candidates that are really about to hit that mark.
Okay.
Big Gretch.
I actually don't know who you're talking about.
That's the governor
Gretchen
of...
Whitmore,
Whitmore.
for Michigan.
Yep.
She's killing it. She's doing great things in all spaces. Big Gretch.
Yep. But yeah, it's mostly, I think, like elder millennials, I guess, at this point, and then some people from the next generation, younger folks that are
35.
35. Is it only
35 is the
35?
minimum age to become president. 35 is the minimum.
I think it's just
So
we've
I'm trying to
had
say,
so many
our
old
age group is there.
Yeah, we've had so many old
We're there.
fuddy-duddies.
Correct.
The last
thing is,
couple of
It really has
presidencies.
just been a bunch of Crypt Keeper and decrepit mother.
And
problem
Obama.
is that
It's like
Our
Obama and then
generation
old
is now-
people. That's basically what we have.
our generation is at the point where we are the ones starting to take control of everything. We are already the majority of business owners, I believe. Not the most amount of money, I'm saying majority of businesses are in our hands.
Mm-hmm.
But that office, the whole political sphere is starting to get there. Our generation is starting to win more elections, take more seats. If you're noticing,
Oh, yeah,
Congress
I think,
is infinitely less elderly.
I think there was a report of the first Gen Z elected official recently.
Yeah. You got to remember, you have to think about it in the perspective that when we were younger, our parents said the same things we're saying as they were getting into office. They are now on their way out, and we are on the way into that plateau ourselves at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So the next election cycle is going to be people from our age applying for it. And they're
Mhm.
only ones that are there. This is the end of the fossils. This is the end of that run.
Yep.
Yeah, I think after this election, I think they're cooked.
Yeah, no, it's the end. They can't. It's over. That
I think
generation.
Biden and Trump is going to be amongst the oldest candidates for the next decade or so.
Things will get better. Yes. Society is a circle. History is a circle. Things always get worse before they get better. Things always burn before they can grow back in. It's going to get better. It's just a matter of when and what's going to break it finally into that spectrum of time frame. We're there. We're almost there. I think unless we really go hard and veer into another fucking world war scenario. But there are so many circles of varying sizes that go through time where things get, okay, things are good, not so good, kind of getting shitty. Okay, we're back to good. Holy fuck, World War.
Yeah.
Like it's a circle. It's going to come, but you can't really also think about it from that perspective at the same time. It's a circle, yes, it's going to come, but you never know because people who make one wrong decision, all of a sudden we're in a nuclear holocaust. So will it get better? Sure, the Earth will heal. 99% of humanity's gone though, so it's gonna get better for the 1% that still remain.
Hey,
Hey, positive attitude, right? Somebody's gonna survive.
Can as long as the housing comes down in the time when I start to buy a house, you blow us up.
Me.
Yep. I am
The
selfish.
state of you.
Give me it gives
Yeah,
me
you can't
mine.
talk. You don't even know what the fucking housing market costs.
He's gonna have that. I believe it's a blue pen for mortgages.
10,000?
How much? Either 10,000 or 10 million. I don't know. Help!
I got $600 put down on a house. What more could it be?
He's gonna have that blue pen because
I swear to God.
fun fact about mortgages, housing documents, you need to sign with a certain color pen. He's gonna be signing that name. There's gonna be a white flash behind him. He's just like, just in time.
Got it, baby.
He's that skeleton in Fallout that's just got the
Yeah, just
pen
the-
still in his hand.
Yeah, on the seat, just the skeleton.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. I think we will call the podcast there. Mr. Factman, what you got?
40 facts about old people.
Sick. We'll go with 40 since that's the oldest number there.
Let's go with one, fresh and start.
I'll go right in the middle with a 20.
I hate when y'all do that.
That's what
Clump them together.
No.
1, 20, 29, 34, 40. 1, 20, 29, 34, 40. 1, 20, 29, 34.
29.
29, me.
All right, meme.
6 individuals who were between the ages of 62 and 85 were arrested in Connecticut Park after engaging in elderly swinging party. 5 men and an 85-year-old woman were arrested for indecent behavior in the Grace Richardson Conservatory area.
That's not a swinger party. That's a trade.
That's a gangbang.
Yeah. They do not have their sex terms accurate. It is either a train or a gangbang.
Grandma, no! Can you
Unless
imagine?
could have been a couple of just old
You
gay
know what?
dudes.
You know what?
We are.
That is an assumption. You know what? That is
We
fair.
are thinking in a pure heteronormative
That
way.
is our fault. We're sorry.
We should be
old
better.
people,
You too.
old sex people.
You too can also bang each other, elderly
It
men.
ain't a train. It ain't a train. It's a trolley bang.
They're so old.
They look the type.
Oh, she's so happy. She is fresh off the bed.
They look.
She was on all fours 20 minutes ago.
Well, to the
Grass
best of her
stains.
abilities.
Them grass stains are real.
My eyes! I did not need such a fabulous picture painted, BG.
That's what I do. I'm an artist.
Dude, could you imagine being
AI,
the
take this
grandkids
man's
seeing that
job.
come out in the news?
Legit. Where's Granny? She's supposed to be here at church 5 minutes ago. What's going on? She's never late.
Oh,
Let me just check your old Twitter.
what this alert I'm getting? I'm subscribed to my local news.
Yeah. It's just that the picture
gangbang. That's horrific.
it's just a picture you can't post on the Discord, just aged up 50 years.
Oh man.
Oh.
Why in public? Surely the three of
Only
them.
way I can get
You ain't
my
got
rocks
nothing.
off,
You're
DA.
80. You're 65. You've lived your life.
Yeah.
It's time to have
Massive
fun.
coal dumping.
I'm banging, I'm swinging, and y'all saying.
I can't, dude.
Y'all see
That's
every
insane.
wrinkle. Who cares?
All right, everybody. Choo choo.
They gave them life, 6 months.
I have definitely seen that chalk dust joke
What was the
before.
charges? Was anybody actually jailed for this?
For life.
Was anybody actually in jail for this? I need to know that right
For
now.
life. 6 months,
They were
but you know.
released from authorities for after each of them made a promise to appear in court.
Okay.
We deserve
shoulders.
fire.
According to a charge of having sex in public is considered a misdemeanor.
Yeah, there we go. So no prison.
No prison.
Yeah,
a fine, a slap on the wrist, which would break their wrist, and on your way.
Or get them off.
Oh, you broke my wrist. I came.
The police came with handcuffs and they're like, foreplay.
You've come to join the party, I see.
Oh, Det, what are you doing? Det, what are you doing?
Careful.
Please
Careful.
on those
Careful.
to make sure
Careful.
that they can be posted.
Careful.
Please make sure to DM.
You don't want to see our hands where our hips be at. Or them, I guess. The old people.
Well, hey, I had like 5 jokes and none came out.
Yeah. So maybe, Dad,
I
that's
don't like
where
how the
your
guy is.
drawing should stay.
That's how the guys were too. Nothing came out there either.
Yeah,
That's long since tried out.
What
It was a
about
goddamn
protection? For what?
the aerosol can in your pants.
Bruh, a bunch of grandpas just bricked up for this 85-year-old lady? Like
Waiting their turn.
waiting their turn in a jerk circle?
no,
Just like,
no.
I gotta stay hard because I'm coming up.
I'm hard as the original.
I wonder if she was just like organized enough for somebody to get their walker over her.
Oh my god! Yeah, he just brought Viagra bricked up on his walker, just shambling to the bed. Red.
The bed of flowers.
Yeah, dude, this is in the grass.
They got
The
those
grass
hospital
stain.
beds that go up and down in sections. So they just lay
Hold-
face
hold
down,
on.
letting the bed do the work.
He's in his wheelchair going back and
Aura?
Oh, not the dentures.
forth. She pulls out the teeth. Oh no! She gumming them muffs up.
No teeth, not a problem.
Oh, the sounds.
We were
Can y'all
talking about a
imagine
presidential
the
assassination
sounds?
before this.
It's outside and it's pungent.
Dude, you can't go to the orgy with a diaper. Like that's not sex unless that's your fetish.
I was
It
about
is
to
not
say, there are corners of the internet, my friends.
Oh, absolutely there are. I don't think my day-to-day life is not my fetish. I'm sorry.
Dude,
Oh.
imagine one of the dudes had a pacemaker. Like, could you imagine?
Nuke the VOD. Nuke
Yeah,
the
but I
VOD.
think we can get rid of this one.
We were talking about a presidential assassination before this. I would just like
And
that
now we got old people
noted
fucking in the fucking forest,
and
Mike.
clear.
I'm sure he'd love to be part of it. What are you talking about?
Fight!
Oh, no, she's probably too old.
Fight!
YMCA.
Fight!
They would think those guys were fighting for their lives.
They're just in the background going USA.
This is what we fought for back in Nam.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of the podcast and stuff.
You know we're just gonna keep going. You gotta get us out of here. It's not gonna stop.
I'm just trying to get the Titanic as far as possible before it goes.
Oh, dude, this
It's
is the
been
it's
84
underwater.
years.
Why don't you fucking bother? I'm just fucking.
It's been 80, boy.
I drove the ship into that one. I turned the ship around and went back into the iceberg is what happened, really.
Oh, dude, it's under the water. It's on the ocean bed, dude.
No, you know what? Before that was the Titanic. The next one was the billionaires in the sub. Anyways.
Oh,
Streams for this next week. Nothing Monday. Tuesday trials, of course. Thursday. Think I'll be getting back as long as I don't have a fucking migraine back to Dave the Diver. Friday. Do we want to keep going on Chained Together? Or do we want to let that simmer a little bit?
Yeah, we'll let that sit for a
Let it
second.
simmer? Okay. Honestly, we might actually...
I might do a quick cut of it, honestly.
Okay.
Do it. Absolutely. Do it. That shit needs to be
if you have access... or, no, it should be in the Dropbox. It's on the Dropbox.
Yeah, I have it.
Ralph, we could probably do PalWorld. Since you're a monster... both in stats and morally in that game.
My throne is made of the sacrifices of those less fortunate than me.
Yeah. So basically we were trying to like grind to like get to basically max level in PalWorld and then do one last stream of like doing all the stuff we haven't done, like the actual quote unquote story stuff. So we'll probably do that Friday. Clip it!
Clip it! I need a sound alert. I need a sound
I just
alert
rewatched that
immediately.
thing like yesterday.
White Savior.
What other co-op game Mike and BG
Savior.
were playing?
That would
What
be
co-op game was that?
that would be
Way
such a fire shirt of on one side it's like me, White Savior, or flip them, I don't care which side it's on. On the other side is BG, Black Savior.
Ralph, dude, I could run this next election.
Oh wow. That's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For DA and I, regular revisited, regular stream.
All right.
We're not doing Mark this month. This week. We're probably doing it the stream after the DSP stream. The DSP stream is next week.
Mike, no, nothing else stream on Friday. Not
Okay.
happening. I'm
All right.
going to the Bristol Renaissance Fair bright and early with my friends on Saturday morning at 4 a.m. So
You don't
going
sound
to
too
bed.
excited about
And he's
that.
gonna
I'm
sign
why
off of
is that?
PalWorld at 2 a.m. Is what's gonna happen.
No, I'm ecstatic. I can't fucking wait. But I'm just realizing that I got to be in bed like early enough.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. All right. So
It's a 4-hour
figure
drive.
out something for Friday. We will figure out something. I do have a bunch of co-op games and stuff listed too. There's also Amber and I could get back to Unraveled. We started
Yeah,
that,
there
and
you go.
that was fun. Her internet withstanding, but
True.
with that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. Dead Rice, thank you for the follow, and we will see you next week.
Later.
Bye bye.